Heaven-oriented religions promise us a better life, full of joy and pleasure, but only in a distant place, away from the earth, and always after death. A post-life reward is generously awaiting the devoted and pious. Many religions denigrate, devalue, and renounce this fallen world, as if that will somehow bring us closer to enlightenment and transcendence. We are told to sacrifice our happiness, health, wealth, and well-being in this life for nicely packaged religious promises. To me, it sounds like trading reality for fantasy. No one speaks about the heaven that can be found on earth, where our lives happen. Organized religion is like a casino. You win just enough to keep coming back, while the house always profits. You come, you bring your time, energy, and money, and are given false hope in exchange. The religious enterprise is designed to sustain itself at your expense by denying the value of the direct experience of life and its complex energetic dimensions. Happiness is deemed a future reward at the cost of actual living. Once I asked a farmer if he would keep working his fields if he were told that he would only taste the fruits of his labors after his death. He laughed and said no. Logically and fairly, he should be the first to eat from his land. How different is this for spiritual farmers who work just as hard but never get to enjoy their own harvest? A shamanic way of life offers an escape from this trap. Plant-based shamanism is capable of opening your eyes, breaking old and toxic patterns, and giving you choices to live a better, healthier, and joyous life. A plant-based shamanic experience can give you a vision for your life, help you see what you genuinely love and want to do, and, in turn, give you energy to follow that vision. This is a direct path to happiness that starts from the moment you realize it. Shamanism, as the world's first spiritual practice, appeared on our planet at the dawn of human intelligence, long before the ancient Egyptians and Greeks named their gods. This was the globally shared religion of humankind, a coherent practice based on honoring the earth, the divine feminine, and the earth's greatest gift to us in the form of sacred plants. Our shamanic ancestors did not rely on organized religion and external authorities to find their truths. Their beliefs were born of the life-affirming ecstasy of personal and collectively shared spiritual experiences. Ancient shamanic knowledge simply contradicted the concept of salvation through one man, a book, and a building. The ancients saw the Earth Mother as the source of healing and well-being. Power-hungry Christian theocracies deemed as heresy any doctrines other than what they themselves dictated. Consequently, they sanctioned the eradication of earth-based spiritualities, along with countless lives. This madness progressed through the centuries of the Dark Ages and has not yet ended. Although we have advanced culturally and scientifically, life in the West is lacking a spiritual practice that connects one to the earth. History does not call the medieval period dark because there was no electricity. We have plenty of light on the street, yet still we are missing enlightenment. Among many things, Huachuma reveals the heaven on earth that is felt in one's body, here and now, not there and then. It helps you touch the heart of existence. You experience the glory of being alive. The liberating feeling of joy and clarity are deeply healing. Connecting to the spirit of the Earth Mother through sacred plants is the most powerful source for healing. They reveal the spiritual reality of nature. Psychedelics are powerful tools for studying our own inner world. Just like a telescope is an instrument to study stars and a microscope to study the microbial world. Both the distant stars and the microbes are a reality invisible to the naked eye. But as the telescope focuses the light emitted from the darker corners of the cosmos, thus making it seen, similarly, psychedelics help us focus on our consciousness, magnifying it to a more comprehensible size. While skeptics claim that psychedelics only create illusions, inquisitive minds find them beneficial for healing and personal growth. To tell the seeker of truth that what his mind sees through psychedelic lenses isn't real would be like telling the astronomer that the stars he sees through the telescope are not there, or a biologist that the microbial life under his microscope does not exist either. The vision enhanced by the instrument is not an illusion produced by it. It is a reality that exists to be seen under certain conditions. Mescaline is an intelligent beauty. The paradise experienced under its influence is just too real to trade for any stories or images, regardless how rich they are in jewels, fruit, or angels. The imaginary description of heaven in an undisclosed, ethereal location just cannot compete with the felt presence of the body and the immediacy of spiritual experience, the brilliance of colors, the sense of deep connection with the whole, the intense joy and immense gratitude for being alive and conscious, the sense of infinite beauty without and within, and the feelings of identification with the divine. How can I convey the beauty of the pregnant clouds approaching from afar that seem to swim away? How can I share the love affair between the wind and the dancing trees, or the hypnotic sounds of the river or singing birds? This feeling of well-being translates into a fervent desire to lead a moral life and pursue love and wisdom, all of which feels so natural and right. This magical engagement with the world cannot be experienced outside of your body. Your body is a shrine of consciousness that experiences life. Life is a window of opportunity to understand and appreciate the miracle of existence. How we spend it indicates the level of our intelligence. We betray our impulse for freedom, knowledge, and joy by giving our minds away to restrictive ideologies. This results in disempowerment, closed-mindedness, and suffering. True knowledge is not found in the public domain of history, science, or religion. It is stored in our body and only needs to be realized. We arrived at Calca, in Peru's Sacred Valley, to visit Huachuma Wasi, a retreat center founded by Sergey Baranov, author of Path, Seeking Truth in a World of Lies, and The Mescaline Confession, Breaking Through the Walls of Delusion. We talked about many things with Sergey, some of which we have included in this film.
Huachuma is a heart opener. It makes you feel. It's an agent of clarity and truth. It's a psychoscope that allows you to see inside yourself. It's a mirror that reflects reality. Huachuma is a wise and loving plant teacher. I had many teachers in North America, Mexico, and Peru. My first Huachuma teacher was Don Howard Lawler, who sadly passed away. My second teacher was Don Martin Victor Luarte, a Chavin Huachumero, whom I love and respect just as much. And over the years I met more teachers, but of course my main teacher is the medicine itself. Over 3.5 years of working together, we had many deep conversations. Perhaps the most important thing I learned from Howard is the importance of the mesa. Mesa is the altar and the energetic anchor of ceremony. That's what holds the space. Faith in my path, and he confirmed that no one owns the medicine and it opens to all. It came to me during the ceremony. I asked for something truthful and inclusive. It has a double meaning. On a personal level, you cannot forget this experience once you had it, and it's unforgettable on the larger scale of human history. Huachuma shamanism is practiced today in Peru as it has been done for thousands of years. Yes, under one condition. The researchers have to have the experience themselves. This kind of study must be experienced subjectively in order to be understood objectively. I cannot think of a better tool to study and understand ourselves. If Carl Jung knew Huachuma, he would have left Freud sooner. It was from a therapist from California who said that one ceremony with me worth 5 years of therapy. There are forces that control the medical field and who do not want real cures on the market. For them, a cure patient is a lost client. I think this is the case with mescaline. My fear is that we will destroy everything we have built over thousands of years, leaving ruins to our children. My hope is that we will wake up before it's too late. We are building immense radio telescopes in order to catch a signal from deep space, while we remain deaf to the signals coming from Earth.
We also met a number of guests during our stay who were willing to share on camera their experiences at Huachuma Wasi.
The Huachuma experience, for me, it was massively healing. I mean, I wasn't quite sure what to expect. I came in with an open heart and with a very curious mind and heart and ready to experience what it had to give me. And the first thing I can say is it really dropped me into my heart space. It really dropped me into an appreciation of the world around me, first and foremost. You know, my first experience, my first day, it was all about the awe of nature. It was all about playfulness and spontaneity and just feeling like a child again, feeling all these heavy energies of my adult life fall away and seeing the world as a child. And then as we progressed in the following day, I was dropped deeper into a space of love and healing, and I was really able to access a lot of the programming and traumas that have been holding me back in my life, and a lot of the limiting beliefs, and understand what was going on there. And then really I was able, just in that one ceremony, to replace those traumas and those blockages with love and understand what the meaning of love really is. It was really the most healing day of my life.
The first word that comes up for me is a mind-blowing experience, actually. You get to see your inside. That's what it basically is. And since I am also a sensitive person, I can also be the observer of what is going on. And I got to deal with the addiction of pharmaceuticals. I'm very honest about it and want to be open about it. It helped me at the time when I got the birth of my daughter, but that's been 11 years now, and tried many times to come off of it. I think with this plant medicine experience, it's now going very well. My system doesn't want it anymore.
It's healed me. It's really helped me open up and healed my spirit. I came here pretty broken, and it's been showing me how broken I am. I didn't realize it. It's helped me become clear, and really just helped me heal all that pain I had in me. And after 2 weeks of it, I feel so much better. It has changed my life.
Diving into your own heart, and it's like a map of your own consciousness to heal yourself.
It's been a very positive experience for me. It really connected with the ecosystem out here. It was a reminder that we are of the ecosystem. We're not separate from the ecosystem. Brought me a deeper understanding that it's good to live a simple life. You don't need more things. It's not what this world needs right now. Made me think about some of my friends who are in need, and has inspired me to reach out to them, and makes me want to be a more positive, better person.
Huachuma is love. There's a moment where I was just letting go by the river and just feeling overwhelmed with tears of joy with all of this beauty that's around us.
It's been the wisest teacher I've ever had. After just about 3 weeks, and I've seen the light. So for me, came here, it was darkness, really dark world. I had to face my demon, cut cords with people I didn't want in my life. And at some point I realized that I was alone, there was nothing left but me. And then I started asking myself, who are you? I was like, dude, I don't even know who I am.
Huachuma medicine is pure love. It brings me back to myself. And it's a place where I've been looking for my whole life. And finally I'm there. Thanks to the medicine.
What I'm really bringing home with me after this experience is a deep embodied sense of my true self. I hadn't really known what that was. I hadn't really been connecting with my soul. Even though I thought I was following my intuition and my emotional body, this experience really dropped me into an embodied sense of that. And I'm learning there's such a difference between learning and studying and thinking that we're practicing the thing, thinking about love, versus being. And being in that space and living from a place of being. It's almost like my consciousness is coming through my heart space instead of my head space. And I can only see how this is going to benefit every area of my life. I'm already noticing a difference in relationships and a difference in my work in the world. I work as a coach and a healer as well. And this is just such a next level experience of my own life journey that I can bring to my work and my clients and my relationships as I go forward.
A sense of calmness, a sense of being grounded, being in my own body, not to be scared of my own thoughts anymore.
Hope and love, and I think a new way of seeing the world, and leaving all this pain behind so I can actually live my life.
I'm definitely taking home a strength and a drive to move forward in my life through my heart.
A sense of well-being, sense of connectedness.
So now I'm going back home stronger and just more confident, ready to face life.
Taking home myself.
It feels like a home away from home. I've never felt safer just coming into a new place, let alone to do something as profound as explore with this plant medicine. It's really been a beautiful, safe, home, loving space. I truly feel love from the entire family here, from all the people staying here. It feels like a medicine family, and that just feels like something unique that I found here in Peru.
Actually, it feels like a sort of home.
Very peaceful, relaxed, no stress whatsoever. It gives you a lot of time to just be with yourself and allow the process to happen without any distractions of the world we come from.
It's very heart-centered and it's comfortable.
Huachuma Wasi is a very comfortable place to stay. The town of Calca is full of very nice people. I feel very safe here.
Staying at Huachuma Wasi has been authentic, and so I feel that Sergey doesn't put on a show. It's not, you know, he doesn't wear a fancy headdress, and he doesn't act like you know, what you would maybe imagine a shaman acting like, but he still holds the space and making sure that you feel safe, and he does real medicine work.
Well, it's been great. I had a great time. I met very amazing people here during my stay. Feels like coming home here.
When they're ready, I would, because it's can show you some stuff about yourself some people wouldn't be ready to deal with. But I think the majority of the world could use this medicine to become more who they are instead of bogged down by all the fear and the pain that they feel in their lives. And I think a lot of people would live better, happier, and more loving lives.
And I would recommend this medicine to anybody. I have told my mom about this place before coming, and now that I've been here, I think it would be a wonderful experience to come back with her.
I would absolutely recommend this medicine to every person on the planet, you know, and I don't say that lightly. I think that there's many experiences which certain people, you know, we have to be ready for. Maybe they're too intense for some people, but the gentleness and the unique transmission that I received from this medicine, I really feel a lot of trust that Huachuma finds exactly where you need to be healed and how you need to be worked with, and is able to do that with you.